What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
And we
You
do
have a
this
good night.
often to our young girls. Let me ask this question: Who are love? You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am well. What do you have for me?
So, I just wanted to ask more about. I know the topic was why are women so mad at high value men? And from my observation, I've seen that a lot of people just don't understand the definition of high value, which I see you explain it every time on your show.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's really the major issue. People really don't know what high value is, and it's just a misunderstood concept.
Well, how old are you?
I am 25.
25. Do you own a car?
Do I own a car?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Did you purchase that car?
Yes.
What make and model is it?
It's a Jeep Patriot.
A Jeep Patriot.
Hmm.
It has a value, right? If
Yes.
you were going to go try to sell it, you could only sell it between this dollar value and that dollar value. Could you go sell a Jeep Patriot on the market today for $100,000 used?
No,
Because it's not what?
it's not worth the same
It's
amount.
not
It
that
depreciates.
valuable.
Right.
Versus if you decided you wanted to go sell a Bentley of the same year used, could you get $100,000 for it as long as there hadn't been any kind of wrecks or accidents?
Yes.
We understand value. We do understand value. We don't like to ascribe value to people because it's very cold. It's very real. You ever go into a nightclub before?
A nightclub. Yeah, I've been to a club before.
Um, you ever see the VIP line where the young pretty girls get in for free?
Yes.
Have you ever been in that line? Or I mean, you know that line,
I have.
huh?
I have.
And then what about the women that weren't in that line?
They have attitudes and they're wondering why they're not getting in as
Hold on,
fast.
are they really wondering why, or did they know why?
They probably
There's no
know. I'm
probably,
sure they
man.
know.
There's no probably. They know. Tell
Okay.
me why you getting the VIP for free and they can't.
Because we're dressed up. So like when you go out, we're wearing dresses, we wear heels.
Okay? If you
So
look
we
like if you look like Precious in heels and a dress, could you get in the VIP?
no,
Okay, so let's not play. At 25, I treat
it's
I
the
treat you as a grown woman. At 25, and at 25, you understand that you have to be of a certain looks value to get into this place for free. And if you don't, you stand in line and pay with the dudes.
right.
So what's not to understand? We get this. It's just harsh.
That makes sense.
Yeah, what's honestly so funny is women like this, they love to benefit from said privilege, but they have a problem with the said privilege that they benefit from. It's a very weird thing. It's like a kid being born into a rich family, and he loves everything about being rich. He loves the experience. He likes doing things about like with money, but he's it makes him it makes him feel disgusted. It's almost like a survivor's bias. Is very strange.
Right. So, do you want to be married?
Yes.
Okay. Any kid? You want to have children?
I do not have
Uh,
children,
no, no, no.
but
You want to have
I
children?
definitely
Do you
want
want to
to.
have children? Is a question.
Yeah,
How many?
I would say two or three.
Okay. Do you want to have to work to pay substantial bills or significant bills after you're pregnant?
No,
No. Okay. And what part of the country are you in? North, south, east, or west?
I'm in the South.
Okay. So if you're going to be a stay-at-home wife with 3 kids, how much money would a man have to make to have a wife stay at home with 3 kids to support an upper middle class lifestyle? How much would he need to make annually?
For North Carolina, I would say anywhere between 150 and 200,000.
What part of North Carolina are you in?
I am in like the Gibsonville area.
All right. When I
It's a
say
really
when I
small,
say upper middle class, what I mean is, would you want all 3 of the children to be able to go to college if they wanted to?
yes.
Okay. Would you want them to have to take out student loans, or would you want to be able to pay for it?
I would want to be able to pay for
All
that.
right. So when the kids each turn 16, let's say you have, would you want them to have a car?
Yes,
Right. And I'm assuming you'd want that car to be clean, safe, reliable transportation.
of course. Yes.
So you ain't gonna get there on no $150,000 a year with a family of 5. You're talking about a man who's making 300 some odd $1,000 plus, because college for 3 children. See, a lot of you young ladies don't really seem to understand how much money you're looking for a man to make.
Right. Well, I'm really thinking about like when I think of family planning, I look at like mutual funds, different things that you can invest in to prepare for college, not necessarily it coming completely out of pocket.
But
So,
ma'am,
but
but
I
but
definitely,
but that's still not something you plan on paying for. You plan on being, you want to be
I'm
a house.
sorry,
I mean, you want, and here's the thing. I'm not a big, here's the thing. I'm just trying to give clarity. 3 children, each having a
mhm.
car at 16 in college. To raise a child from 0 to 18 is $200,000 in this country. And you're talking about tacking on an additional $50,000 to $70,000 in college bills. A man is going to have to make 300 plus $1,000, and I don't think a lot of you ladies get that. And I'm not trying. And what I'm trying to get you to understand is, if you want a man that makes that kind of money, what does he want? What kind of woman does he want?
He wants someone who's feminine, definitely, someone who takes care of their body and who's easy to get along with.
Okay, that comes standard. So how tall are you?
I am about 5'7", 5'7.5".
Dress size?
My dress size is a 4.
Okay. How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
My last weigh-in, I think I was 170.
Okay. Ma'am, there is no way on God's green earth you are a dress size 4. I do this in real life at 170 pounds. And why is that important?
Well, I mean, I have them in the closet. I think it just depends
No,
on
ma'am. No,
where you
ma'am.
get them.
Again, no offense, but professional image consultant who does this in the real world, 5'7" women, 170 pounds, you weigh more than a man.
Well, I will honestly say the last dress that I bought, it was a size 4, and I got it
Well,
from them.
okay, ma'am, but again, you see what you just did there? I'm 51 years old and a professional in this. And instead of just saying, you're right, this, that, you're going to just, in your nice feminine voice, argue the point. Why?
Okay. I'm not arguing,
Yeah, you are.
but
Yeah, you are. You are. You're telling me, well, you're wrong, sir. I do have a dress size 4. Let's move on. See, okay. Were you raised with mom and dad?
yes,
And your mother and father were married?
yes,
I can't hear you.
yes, they were married.
Are they still married?
My father passed away.
Okay. All right. Are you looking at YouTube or are you looking at me?
I'm looking at you.
Okay. Um, Sorry to hear that, but I'm gonna tell you that from what I'm hearing, you have a nice demeanor right now, but the man making the kind of money you're talking about making don't want women that are 170 pounds. The average height of an American man is 5'9.5". He weighs 168 pounds. Again, you weigh more than a man. And that is going to affect your mating options, your marriage options. Is this the first time you're hearing something like this?
No, I've been listening to you for a while,
Okay.
and I just started Burn Boot Camp like 3 weeks ago. So I know I took a long break with this quarantine. I should not have done that, but I'm definitely in the gym every day, at least Monday through Saturday.
Okay. But one of the things is we have to be honest is black women have to stop, and I just got to say it, ma'am. Black women have to stop lying to themselves about their physical bodies. I know what a dress size 4 looks like. And I can tell just by the girth of your arms, you're like a 10. And you're too young to be this size. This is why it's going to be so. If have you ever weighed more than you weigh now?
No.
All right. Well, let me just be honest, ma'am. If I gotta just be truthful, you're looking for an elite level man, and you're an average woman, and that's not an insult. Average shouldn't be an insult. Okay.
Mhm.
This whole notion about not working, you will be working. 72% of mothers in this country have to work full or part time. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
All right.
I honestly, I went to school, so I don't have a problem with working. What I'm
You went
saying
to
is,
school,
after I had the
college.
baby, I
You went to
do,
college,
yeah.
and your degree is
So
in
I
what?
mean, I my degree. It's in social work.
Right. So you went to school. Do you have student loan debt?
Yes, I do.
So what you're telling me is you went to school to go into debt to at the end to go to work to when you find a husband, just say, now you pay all that debt. It was useless then. Why go to college and get into all that debt if you're not going to use it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I want to use my degree. So my plan is, of course, structured around family planning when I get ready to have a child, to just have money saved up so that I'm able to pay that debt off because
Pay that debt
I
off with
don't
whose
want to
money though?
with mine.
How? Ma'am, social work. You're not balling. You get married, get pregnant, you don't want to work anymore. There's no more money coming in from you. How you gonna pay off a debt? How does that work?
What I was saying was I wanted to plan for a family. So I'm planning on having money saved before I have the baby so that I'm able
Saving
to pay
who?
off
Okay, ma'am.
um,
Saving. Okay. Again, saving whose money?
saving my money,
How
Kevin.
much are you making right now?
Right now, I make about $2,000 a month.
Lady, you're broke. That's $24,000 a year. You have to be living at home with mama or something. Okay, reality check time. You have no plan. And if you do have a plan, it's a bad one. You don't really seem to understand what you're saying doesn't make any sense. And how much is your student loan debt?
It's substantial.
How much is your
I'm
student
at
loan debt?
about 100K.
$100,000 in student loan debt to be a social worker? Ain't nobody gonna marry that. So basically, what you're saying is you're a 170 pound social worker with $100,000 in debt, and you expect somebody to marry you and allow you to stay at home and get what? Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? You're gonna save
No,
up some
not when
money.
you
How you saving any money? You got it. You're living paycheck to paycheck right now.
And see, these are the things that they don't consider. They really don't. They don't care about it. They just assume that God is going to go ahead and put somebody into their lives that's going to figure it all out for them. Or they're just going to leave it up to God to figure it all out for them. Not practical, not thinking about the future, not even considering how they're going to properly live. No plan, no nothing. Just flowing through life. Just swimming through the ocean, just like a fish. No plan, no place. And then again, like Kevin usually say, this is what men have to pick from.
Right?
well, honestly, no, but
Okay.
that's only because
Are you paying? Do you have? Are you in a? Do you live with somebody? Or you have your own place.
I have my own place.
How much is your rent?
My rent is like 750,
How much?
750,
Say again.
750.
$750 against a $2,000 a month income. These numbers don't add up, ma'am. You are living paycheck to
So
paycheck. Listen, young lady, you're living paycheck to paycheck. You make $2,000 a month and you got a $750 rent. You're not saving anything. Your plan at best would be I'm going to hold on until I could find a man who will pay my debts because you're not going to be able to afford to pay them with your income. And see, this is why women are mad at high value men because they won't take this. A high value man will come look at your situation and say, well, wait a minute. You weigh as much as a man. You got $100,000 in debt. You have low income skills. You don't want to have to really work. So it's all on me. Now, okay, let's say I decide to take that. What am I going to get? You're going to get a feminine woman. There are feminine women everywhere, ma'am, who are in great shape and lower debt. That's why I try to let a lot of black women realize you're upset with men that won't take this, and it's because you haven't even sat down and sharpened your own pencil and put pen to paper. It's all, well, fantasy. I will I don't want to just quit work. I want to actually save money. So that means he has to pay the bills. You worked yourself into a pretty bad position.
I agree.
Well, and the way out of it is to stop digging and stop lying to yourself. Stop saying you were a dress size 4 when you know you were in a 10 or a 10 plus. Get a second or get a you need a better job. I don't know what job you're doing, but if it's paying you $2,000 a month, that's $12 an hour. Man, you can make more money at Circle K, Quick Trip, or Walmart. And $100,000 in debt. This is why women need men, because you shouldn't have even been allowed to get in this position.
Right.
I mean, how long ago did your father pass?
He passed away when I was 17.
So your mother allowed, no disrespect to your mother, but she allowed you to get into this debt for a useless degree. So when women say they don't need men, you need men for things like this: ration and reason, business. All right. I hope it works out for you, sis.
Thank you.
Um, dude, I don't. You say somebody told you you need to get on my show. I really don't talk to men. I will tell you that much. Let me get in the chat room.
All right, guys, that's going to be the ending of the video. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Please share the video so someone else can learn from this video and continue to push on the message of the Godfather. All right. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.